We are now surrounded by the prettiest cars here, 2000 GTs. These are absolutely beautiful.
These are my girls.
And these, I've never seen one up close, and three of them. How did they come about? How did you acquire them?
We actually, only 54 have ever been imported into the United States. Only 337 of them have ever been made.
And I understand this particular one used to belong to Twiggy?
The British model Twiggy, yes.
And I understand that some of these cars were used in the James Bond film?
There was actually 2 prototype convertibles made for the 5th James Bond movie, You Only Live Twice.
Famous movie, famous cars. And a famous person, I understand, is in our midst that knows all about these cars.
We have our very own expert on the 2000 GTs, the author of the 2000 GT history book, Shin Yoshikawa.
How you doing?
Fine.
Great, great. Shin, I don't claim any kind of great expertise on Japanese autos and especially on Toyotas, but it looks to me like they went along for years making some fairly conservative looking cars and then suddenly they designed this. Is that the case? And how did they come up with such a gorgeous car?
Yeah, this is a very special. They want to make the flagship, 1965. And they started this design, also technology from so many information. And this original design by Mr. Nozaki, he's a very famous designer. He designed himself. And also they found the great frame from Lotus Elan. This is not the mass production car. This is a small production.
The market for this that they were seeking to capture, was it the gentleman who wants a sports car as a daily driver, or were they going after the racing segment of the population? What was the goal when they designed these?
This is everything included. Of course, they include racing, also daily drive. This car is a great GT car. GT car means the Gran Turismo. Of course, you can drive daily, also very comfortable.
And you mentioned that this particular model, this is kind of the basic one.
Mr. Nozaki said he have an image of like a Jaguar E-Type, or he influenced from Jaguar E-Type or other British car, mostly British traditional design, but he made a special Toyota design for this car.
That's absolutely beautiful. So it went from this to, they got a little more sophisticated with the running gear, is that correct?
Yeah, running gear engine came from Toyota Crown. That's the biggest sedan for the Toyota with a single overhead cam with a 2-liter engine. But Yamaha made this twin cam motor based by Crown engine.
Your search for your book on these cars, did you get an idea of how many of them are still in existence?
Yeah, it was so hard because nobody knows how many they made. And finally, I found the production list from all the Yamaha people, and that's the list show up so many special word or number, and nobody know that. And I spent 2 weeks, and like I'm a James Bond, all number, what is this? And I found the total 351 production, and nobody knew that.
So you were a good detective then?
Yeah.
Okay. The exterior of the car is beautiful. The interior is every bit as beautiful.
You're right.
And this, how did they come up with this? I mean, this is so tasteful and so classy and so James Bondish.
Yeah, I told you that this car made by Yamaha, and Yamaha is a very important music instrument company. And this dashboard made by Yamaha piano technology. This is a rosewood and a 4-ply, 4 different grand rosewood press, and they made this. This is so wonderful dashboard.
So they didn't just pull a piece of wood and cut it out and go with it. They picked a particular piece of wood for each of these.
You're right.
Let's take a look at the engine compartment of one of these. 6-cylinder dual overhead cam motor. How many horsepower, how many cubic inches?
150 horsepower and 2-liter engine.
And the weight on a car like this?
This is a 1,200 kilogram.
So a lot of motor for not too much weight.
You're right.
The performance on this, what's the top end? How fast will this go?
Easy for the 210 kilometer per hour.
And miles per hour, that would be?
120.
Fast enough then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. The maintenance on an engine like this, is it a lot of tweaking? Is it like an older British motor that you spend half your time working on it, or are these a lot more dependable engine?
This looks like a Cosworth or a British sports car with a 6-cylinder. Most same look like. But of course, the Toyota quality is much better than British old sports car engine. No raking the oil, everything fine. But 1966, 67, twin cam, this engine is so hard for the U.S. market because technician or mechanic, they don't understand the twin cam great in the motor. And that's a big problem for selling in the United States.
Shin, you have written the definitive book on the history of the 2000 GT. How long did it take you to write that book?
Almost 4 years.
A lot of traveling, chasing down cars and
Yeah,
information?
and that's what interests like a game, because still I have a new story coming, and this is my life work, I believe.